in regards to tainug. The word tainug means pleasure. In Hebrew, the word tainug means pleasure, and in short, it is also phrased as the word eineg.
Leon, you're going to be on video.
Eineg is a part of tainug. Okay. In other words, some of the letters in short, tainug is Tov, Ayin, Nun, Vav, Gimel. But when we write it up, when we write it in short, we express it in short. It's also called eineg. Eineg means pleasure. Chassidus explains, based on Kabbalah, that ein l'mayla me'eineg. There is nothing that is higher than pleasure. We'll discuss tonight in the three factors what the world consists of: time, place, and person. How in each one of them, pleasure plays the major role, the primary role in the different structures, in the person, in the world, and in time. How in different times there are different revelations of pleasures that are revealed from above. Some of them we could sense, and some we can't even sense because it's higher than being grasped in a physical sense. So to sum it up before we begin, to sum up what tainug is, it is actually the force of life, it is the stimulant of life, it is the flavor of life, and it is the juice of life. It's like the essence of everything. We'll begin in regards to place. The first thing, the world. In Sefer Yetzirah, in Kabbalah, it is mentioned that the world consists of three different factors that I mentioned: Olam, Shona, Nefesh, place, time, and person. And when it comes to the giving of the Torah, it says V'har Sinai Oshan Kulei. The mountain, Mount Sinai, Oshan smoked. So it says, what is the word Oshan? Oshan is the abbreviation of the three words: Olam, Shona, Nefesh. The time, place, and person, everything was elevated to a higher level by the revelation of the giving of the Torah. So therefore everything is divided, taking consideration these three factors: time, place, and person. Speaking about place first, this is the world. So the world is based on tainug. It is based on pleasure. It is a desire that Hashem had to create the world. And this is why there is a world and why we are here in this world. It is a desire to have a dwelling place in this physical world. This is something that is mentioned before Kabbalah, before Hasidus. It is mentioned in Medrash, in anthology. It is mentioned in Medrash Tanchuma, that in Parshas Nosei, Nisava HaKadosh Baruch Hu lo durim tachtenim. Hashem desired to live, to dwell with the lower creations. When will that be fulfilled? When will the world be refined that it is a dwelling place for Hashem? It is by the redemption. But we now, by doing mitzvahs, fulfilling mitzvahs, engaging in materialistic matters, which we are doing mitzvahs with them, we are refining the world. We are elevating the sparks that are in this world, as Arizal taught us, and we are, in all, preparing the world as a dwelling place for Hashem. So the question is, why do we need to do it? There are higher creations, there are at least in higher worlds. You have the angels, from Elam Habriya, Elam HaYetzirah, from the different worlds. Intellectual angels, angels that serve Hashem on an emotional level, different groups of angels. So Hasidus explains a very interesting explanation, and it is also a very heartsick, very flavorable explanation. And that is that when a person is asking for a house, he wants to have a house, he needs a dwelling place, he needs a residence. Who is the one that really knows his taste? Are the children. And the Jewish nation are the children of Hashem. The Malachim, the angels, are not as closely connected to Hashem as neshamas, as souls in bodies. They are considered bonei matem l'Hashem elekeichem. They are considered children to Hashem. So therefore, they're also considered b'ni b'cheiri, my eldest. So therefore, they're the ones that are used as the contractors and carpenters in order to build this world, to make this world a dwelling place for Hashem. When Hashem had a desire to create the world, there's an interesting expression. Why did he have the desire? So there's an explanation that the Baal HaTanya of Shnei Zalman of Liadi, who is the founder of Chabad Hasidus, who wrote the Tanya, says, on a taiva, you don't ask any questions. On a desire, you don't ask any questions. This is what he wanted. It's higher than understanding it logically. So the question is, we see in Chassidus, in Kabbalah, that it's mentioned different reasons in the pre-Eitz Chaim and the Eitz Chaim why the Almighty wanted a world. To reveal His strength, His potential, to do good things for the creations. Different reasons. So Chassidus explains all the reasons hold true, but it depends on what world we're talking about. It's a whole chain of a creation. Hundreds, thousands of worlds. So every world, every group of worlds has a certain purpose. But this physical world is based solely on the desire of the Almighty that He wants a dwelling place. Why does He want it here from all places? This is the lowest world. The answer is you don't ask any questions on a desire. When this dwelling place will be completed, this is when His desire will be fulfilled. And not only fulfilled, but revealed. Because since He had a desire for it, from this we understand that when it will eventually be fulfilled, it'll be the revelation of the desire in the most, in the highest climax that it could be. For example, there is someone that asks someone to build a house for him. House, 10 floors. Comes to the first floor, the second floor. He has a desire, he needs a house of 10 floors. Eventually the house is built. Once the house is complete, that is when his desire is satisfied and therefore very revealed. And that's when the person is beaming from pride, from satisfaction. His desire was fulfilled. The same thing is also in regards to the Almighty. That when will we see the revelation of His desire in the strongest way, and a satisfaction, and also appreciation in a very revealed way to us that we prepared this world, is in the time of the redemption. So the question is, what happens all along? 6,000 years. What's happening all along? The answer is the desire is there, because when a person wants to build something or is working on something, there is a desire there, but very limited, because it was not completed yet. Once it is completed, this is when it is revealed in the fullest measure and fullest state. So therefore, this is a desire relating to the source of the creation, based on the medrash mentioned earlier, the anthology. And as it says also in medrash, and this different medrash, that it says Sheikh of Sheish, it says Amud of Sheikh of Sheish, his beams. It's a passage, it's a verse. Either it's in Kehelis, it's from Shlomo Melech. Amud of Sheish, that Sheikh of Sheish, that the Amud of the beams are 6. 6 refers to the 6 days of creation. So the Chazal tell us, our sages tell us, Sheikh means Melamed Shenishteke HaKadosh Baruch Hu Libreise. This teaches us that Hashem had a desire to create the world. So this is another passage from our sages that comment on the verse Amud of Sheikh of Sheish, Shenishteke HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem had a tshuka. Tshuka is a very strong yearning and strong desire and feeling to create the world. So therefore this is all in regards to place. Now in the world itself, in the stages from the present stage and the upcoming stage, so there's actually 2 different pleasures. There's a pleasure from the creations and there's a pleasure from the Creator. The Creator has pleasure from our work in this physical world. When will we see the pleasure, when will we sense the pleasure, is when we receive the reward for it. In Elam Haba, the world to come, in the redemption, we will then benefit from the reward what we accomplished. Schar ha-mitzvahs, the reward for mitzvahs, for commandments. So the Talmud tells us, in this physical world, there's no reward. Schar mitzvah b'hai al maleka. There's no reward